What's up YouTube, Demi here with a quick showcase of like what I did to the Chaos Wander to make it better for Strand running. My previous setup and guide are mainly focused on boss killing, like single target DPS, not so much your ability to speed farm maps, so this is the setup for speed farming maps. Basically though, I changed my aura setups, so I no longer have dual curse, I'm no longer using proj weakness wall and whatever. I'm focused more on my ability to just go fast. And I have onslaught now on kill from the nodes below ranger start. I have 4 frenzy charges instead of 3, and I have dropped a power charge for another frenzy charge, obviously. I basically just swapped out my Merc Bandit. I picked up a lot more movement speed on the tree, as well as like attack speed to help it feel less like shit. This is the setup for like running solo, right? If you're running with an aura bot, I just swap wands. Instead of a fast attacking wand like this one, I go for a really heavy hitting wand, like damage per hit, so that the attack speed from the aura bot compensates for what you lose there, and then they just multiply the fuck out of your damage per hit. It's pretty cool. But yeah, I'll just do this quick map, and then we'll talk about the skill tree changes, which I'll show them. The gear changes, the aura changes, whatever. I'm also running haste now. Haste, discipline, herald of ice, instead of discipline, blasphemy, curse, because it means you run faster, right? Running faster equals more clear speed. Because wanders don't have a movement skill, we are resorting to just running every single time. So that means that the more percent movement speed you have, which I believe I have, where is it? 193%, that's your clear speed right there. One-shotting each pack and having high clear speed means that you can map faster. Alright, so that's one. But yeah, the tree looks fairly similar. I'll link the skill tree in the description below. The main difference is where I dropped the attack leech nodes, because I don't need these for clearing. I needed these when I don't have flasks and boss fights. And I picked up stuff like this, Graceful Assault, which gives you onslaught on kill, 10% chance to gain 3 seconds of onslaught on kill. This side's melee damage, so I went this way because it's shorter. I just picked up these movement speed nodes here, which also have a little bit of attack and cast speed, so that's 3, 3, and 5%, pretty good. I still have these nodes for move speed. Let's see, what else did I change? I think I dropped these 2 nodes and cut through this. Picked up an aura reservation node. I did pick up these fizz damage nodes with wands because I actually have a fizz wand. Like, it's decent fizz, and then this one's a pretty high fizz, so these are actually good nodes for me. And then this node right here is really important. 10% of wand physical damage added as cold damage, because it gives me enough cold damage on my attack to actually shatter with Herald of Ice. So that way I don't have to deal with porcupines spiking me when they die, like the whole fucking screen of spikes just dead instantly. Don't have to worry about that because they body shatter. Don't have to worry so much about Necrovigil, same reason. You shatter the bodies so that they aren't leaving Necrovigil on the ground. And what else is affected by that? You can't get detonate-deaded because there's no corpses left to detonate, so that's pretty nice. The rest of the tree is pretty much the same, other than obviously I dropped the dual curse. I don't think I did pick up damage with wands. I think those are different. I didn't have those before. These are still fizz damage. If you have a pure chaos wand, just pick up the chaos side and don't pick up these. Pick up like chaos damage. My wand is fizz chaos, so I go for mostly fizz on the tree. But if you have a pure chaos wand, focus on the pure chaos damage nodes and projectile damage nodes. If you have a pure physical wand, then you can do what I have. If you have a hybrid wand like me as well, I mean, this will work. You can kind of juggle it in between to figure out which one feels better for you, but this is my current setup and I'm really enjoying it. Jewels as well. For solo play, you want attack speed and damage, mostly attack speed though. Like, try to wait like 60% attack speed, 40% damage. If you're with an aura bot, just go for damage. The necromancers give so much attack and cast speed that you do not actually need attack speed. It's better for you to stack percent damage. At least it feels better, because you just like, you'll have so much attack speed that you'll attack very, very quickly. So every time you see a pack, you just throw a quick like kinetic blast at it and it'll die instantly. Then you just move the next pack so you don't stand still as long, which means you have faster clear. What else changed? I guess I go over links. Let's see. Flame Dash, Blood Rage, faster casting. I'm using Blood Rage for the physical leech, as well as the attack speed and frenzy charge generation, which is great. If you have a Chaos Wand, you won't benefit too much from the Leech, but you still gain free frenzy charges, and if you're clearing fast enough, you have Vol Pact and Attack Leech, and it doesn't matter about the degen, you'll just be at full after you touch every pack, so don't worry about that too much. And then Flame Dash faster casting in case I need to go up and down or catch up to the Aurabot. When you're with an Aurabot, the faster casting Flame Dash actually will take them ahead of you for a couple seconds until they catch up, so it's kind of nice. My aura setup was changed, as I mentioned earlier. It's Discipline, Haste, Herald of Ice, and an Enlighten 4. I don't think you need an Enlighten 4. Let me check if I have an Enlighten 3. Yeah, so here's a 3. You can get away with a 3, but you can only attack twice before you run out of mana, so I'd recommend a 4 or picking up more mana reservation on the tree. Let's see. Orb of Storms, Curse on Hit, Vuln. This is for solo play. For the boss fight, you just curse the boss. You just drop this, and then they will they'll stand inside of it and get cursed and die faster. I have a Portal Scroll for solo and group play, or Portal Gem rather. Castle damage taken, Immortal Call, Ice Golem. The level of your castle damage taken is solely up to you. I like mine fairly high damage, so it's not proccing all the time when I don't actually need it. It only procs when I get chunked really hard, so this is like probably close to 30%, 40% of my life. And then I don't like self-casting Golem, so it's automated and it's great. And then I'm switching from the 4-link KB 6-link Barrage. I actually have 6-link Barrage, 4-link KB, 6-link KB, 4-link Barrage. So my KB setup is Kinetic Blast, Added Chaos, Increased Crits, GMP. That's your like priority, those first 4. And after that you can go for Void Manipulation if you have a Pure Chaos Wand, and Slower Projectiles if you have a Pure Chaos Wand. Again, I have a Physical Wand, so for me Physical Projectile attack damage is better. This could be Slower Proj, this could be Pierce, it could be, I think Fork works well with KB. It's up to you. The last link is kind of up to you, depends on what kind of wand you have. And then my 4-link Barrage, which still does better single target DPS than my 6-link KB, is Barrage, Slower Projectiles, Added Chaos, and Increased Crits. This could probably be Physical Projectile attack damage actually, let me check. So let's see, tooltip 25k, swap this out for Physical Projectile 22k. Just kidding, Slower Proj is better. Probably because it multiplies the chaos damage as well. So this might be better off as Slower Proj too. Let's check. Learning together. So I just throw in another Slower Proj. Okay, so 55. 45k. Okay, wow. Slower Proj is a lot better. Just kidding. So your main 6-link is KB, Added Chaos, Increased Crits, GMP, Void Manip, and Slower Proj. I guess the main annoyance with that is that your KB won't instantly travel across the screen, but it deals a shitload more damage, so it's up to you, whichever you prefer. Other than that, I think the gear is all the same. Here's my wand, here's my Crown of Eyes, Barrage Enchant, single target, spell damage shield with ES, whatever. Mirrored Amulet with spell damage Fizz, accuracy crit, legacy crit multi, and ES. You don't need this, obviously. I was doing just fine with I think it was like T2 Fizz, % ES, added chaos, and then like crit multi, some resist, no accuracy. Rigs, craft your own rigs, go for flat fizz, sorry, and then multi-mod chaos % ES if you can. Just like this. If you have a fizz wand, if you have a pure chaos wand, then I mean you can try to craft % chaos rings if you want, but I'm going for the fizz chaos wand, so. Chest piece, high ES, int res, whatever. Belt, this is actually in my mirror thread. It is the Golem Trap Crystal Belt, it's T1 Strength, T1 Fire, T1 Lightning, T2 Armor, T2 ES. And then move speed, of course. Move speed is the most important stat here, and probably strength. You do need some strength for your Immortal Call and whatnot. Boots, Skyforce, as always, with Leech Enchant. Leech Enchant's really important, so you can sustain without having the attack leech on the tree. Because your only leech is this, and your Crown of Eyes attack leech does life and mana. It's physical attack, though, so if you have a Chaos Wand, this doesn't help you. You will need the Leech Enchant on your boots. And then you have a Zeus Promise for Chaos Leech as well. And then gloves, I went for this, accuracy, ES, a little bit of fizz. Perfect would be like, for me, would be attack speed, accuracy, high fizz, and high ES, and then 1 res, but I couldn't get the attack speed because I needed the resist, so depends on what gear you have. Yeah, I think that's everything though. This is just like purely for Strand running though. It's not so good at single target, and obviously you have less ES than before, and but yeah, you go faster. Flasks, same shit. Sins Rebirth, remove Bleed Diamond, Dying Sun. I did change the Quicksilver from a Legacy Surgeons of movement speed to the movement speed Alchemist. This gives you 25% increased effect of the actual Flask, which is an additional 10% move speed. It lasts a little bit less, but because you're speed clearing anyway, it doesn't matter. And then a Zeus Promise. Yeah, I think that's it though. Hope you guys enjoyed this very quick guide, sort of. It was quick, but now it's 10 minutes long, so that's my bad. But yeah, this is Strand running Wander S edition, whatever. I'll put this in the forum guide, and the forum guide will be linked in the description below. I will see you guys on stream or in the next video. That'll be Demi out.